Hi guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am going to be doing a video that I wanted to film for so long, and that is how to make money as a teenager. I know when I was in high school I struggled so much with getting a steady income because I always wanted to go shopping with my friends and go to football games and go to so many events, but I didn't have enough money to actually do it. And where my parents did pay, I didn't want to always ask them for money, so I wanted to figure out ways that I can actually make money on my own and start saving for the rest of my life. With that being said, I do want to say a couple things. First of all, I'm so grateful for everything that my parents did give me. This video is just to help you guys make money because I think everyone is always looking for unique ways to make money. This video will have no surveys because I do not believe in those, but it's perfectly fine if you do. I just personally don't. This video is completely legit, meaning that either myself or my friends have used these methods and they have worked, and this video is not sponsored. With all that being said, if you guys like the video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to, and leave me a comment down below because when you interact with my videos they really do help my channel grow, and I really appreciate that. I do try to respond to every single comment, so if you want to chat with me, it's a good way to chat. And with all that being said, let's get into the video. The first thing I have on my list is to proofread. Now when you're in high school or when you're in college, you get assigned a lot of essays, and it's always a struggle to kind of read your own essay when you've been working on it for so long. I kind of like to think of it as editing. When I'm editing a video for so long and always hear the same thing, I'm kind of getting used to what I'm saying and I'm imagining words that are put into the video that may not actually be there. For example, when you write an essay and you want to say the walk was nice, you might say something else, but since you read the line so many times, your brain might actually trick you and it may appear that it seems right to you. However, when you have someone proofread your essay that hasn't read it yet, it's a lot easier for them to catch the mistake because the material is new to them, and if they are able to read it out loud, it's also a good way that they'll catch a mistake. So I just think maybe proofreading people's essays is a good way to make money. I did this when I was in high school and I didn't charge that much obviously, but it was a good steady income that came in because I would do this for these people every single time they had an essay that needed to be proofread. So that's a good, nice way to make money. I would say charge depending on how many pages you're reading and proofreading and how many essays they want you to actually proofread, if that makes sense. But it's a good way to make a small amount of income. The next topic I have still goes along with the school category, and that is tutoring. Now, depending on if you are a college student or a high school student or even a middle school student, I think that you can still tutor depending on how well you understand the information. Obviously, if you don't understand math, don't tutor in math. Tutor in something that you actually understand. But tutoring is a really good side job that can actually make you a lot of money. Due to the current state of the world, I would recommend doing this online, so setting up FaceTimes and tutoring people like that. I personally don't recommend going to other people's houses right now just because of everything going on. But if you are watching this when everything is normal and safe, then tutoring someone after school or going to someone's house would be okay. But for now, I would just say set up FaceTime calls or Zoom calls and tutor people that way. It's still really beneficial because it's easier for someone to understand something when it's directed only to them rather than when a teacher is explaining it to a whole class and they can't actually ask a question. So that's a good thing to do as well. I did this when I was in high school as well, and it did make me some good side money. I didn't want to charge a lot just because I personally felt bad, but for tutoring I would do it by the hour and based on how many subjects you're teaching them and how much information you actually need to go over with them. But you can kind of take that day by day. The next thing I have is to create intros or thumbnails for YouTubers that may need help doing so. So for a lot of people, if you look on their channel, you'll see the channel banner with their name or some pictures. You will see thumbnails and you will see intros when their videos actually start. These can be made by the individual creator, or you can have someone make them for you. If you're someone who's into making these intros, I think that that's such a good thing to charge people for, especially because I don't think that all intros are easy to make. Some of them are actually hard to make. So if you're into editing and you can put your best creative foot forward, I think that charging people for creating something that you love creating is a great way to actually make some money. And then for the thumbnails, obviously thumbnails are really important when it comes to YouTube. So charging someone to make a good thumbnail for them would also be something that could help you and them. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. The next thing I have is babysitting. So babysitting, again, this is a topic that is more when everything is okay in the world, but I did want to include it in here because it is a good job to have. It's just a good job to have when everything is safe, but I felt like this wouldn't be a video for teenagers if I didn't include babysitting. So keep in mind that I'm saying this as if everything were safe, but for right now, maybe stay away from that topic. But if everything's safe when you're watching this, then babysitting is a good thing to do. Next, I have sell things on Poshmark and Etsy. So for Poshmark, I like to sell my clothes, my shoes, and some home pieces that are a little on the cheaper side. And then on Etsy, you can literally sell anything. I think this is a good way to get other people to reuse your things, because then obviously it's just not going to waste, and it's a good way for you to make some money off of it. I know so many people who buy things off of Poshmark because it's just cheaper than buying something off of Urban Outfitters, for example, and it may be something that's from Urban Outfitters. So it really is a good win-win situation, and again, you're making money and they are getting the piece that you are selling, so it is a good situation and you both win, if that makes sense. Next, I have to take pictures for someone. So if you're into photography and you love going out in nature and taking pictures of someone or nature, I think that that's a good thing you can do, especially if they are someone who doesn't really have another person to take pictures of them and they're a content creator, or they just want photos taken of them. I think that that's a good way to also make money, and you can also edit these pictures. A lot of people don't have good presets that they absolutely love that makes it look professional, and where they can buy them on Etsy or websites like that, it's also nice to just have someone else do it for you. So if you're someone who loves editing and loves taking pictures and is into photography and kind of like social media, I think that this is a good way for you to make an extra side of income, especially because you will also be doing something that you love to do. And I love working when it's something that I love to do, because it feels like you're not even working to me. Next, I have to write short stories. So there are websites that you can sell your short stories on that people will actually buy. And then with that, you can also start a blog. Blogs are just another way that you can kind of tell your life story and people will actually read them. So I personally never had a blog, but one of my friends does, and she absolutely loves it, and she does make a good amount of income from it. So I just wanted to include that in here as well. The next thing I have is to sign up for an affiliate program. When you sign up for an affiliate program and you get accepted to it, you will get a link from the company, and when you send that link to someone else, or you see a link in a YouTuber's description box and you click it and make a purchase off of it, that person does make a small commission off of it. Next, I have to do yard work for someone, to clean someone's house, to do a car wash, or to shovel the snow when it is snowy and winter outside. So obviously this again is when everything is safe. I feel like doing someone's yard work and shoveling someone's snow is okay to do, but I wouldn't really recommend going into someone's house right now that you don't know, just because of the circumstances of the world. But when everything is completely okay, I don't know again when that will be, but if you're watching this when everything seems to be a little better and it is allowed and safer, then I think cleaning someone's house is also a good way to make money. Next, I have to sell stickers and t-shirts. So you can sell stickers off of Redbubble, you can sell stickers off of Etsy, I believe, and you can also sell t-shirts off of a website called Teespring. This is a website where a lot of people sell their merch on, but you can sell any type of t-shirts on it, and you can use Procreate and design a sticker or a t-shirt design that you want to have on your t-shirt, and people may buy it, and it may be a really good start to having a small business, maybe getting there later in the line, but it's a good way to earn some money. Next, I have to become a social media influencer. I only recommend this if this is something that you love, and I don't recommend this if you are only doing it for the money. I personally love social media and it's my passion, so doing this wasn't for the money at all for me, but it is a good plus to being an influencer, if that makes sense. So even though I'm doing it for my passion, it is good to also make a profit off of my videos, because it just feels like I'm doing what I love and it doesn't feel like a job at all. So if you're someone who has the passion to pursue social media, becoming an influencer is a good idea, because then you can work with brands and they may pay you down the line to promote their products. So this is kind of a long-term step. It won't happen right away because you do need a certain following for it, but as long as you have a good following down the line, I don't see why it wouldn't happen win-win for you. The next thing I have is kind of a longer process as well. It's to create an app or a website. This is obviously something that I have never done yet. I would love to create a website somewhere down the line, but right now I don't have any. Some of my friends do, and they make a really good commission off of it. So if you're, again, someone who wants to pursue social media, I do think that that's a good way for you to get started, and I do think it would be a good profit in the long run. Next, I have to work for Ubereats and or I guess DoorDash. So when you deliver food to people, I know that for DoorDash it's really easy. You just kind of like pick your own hours and work whenever you want to. The angle probably changed because my camera ran out of space. Not a shocker, but I don't know why it always runs out of space. It's really annoying. But what I was saying was that a lot of my friends do DoorDash and they absolutely love it, and they think that it's a really good way to make money. And with all that being said, it's also you choose when you work. So if you're bored one night and you want to go make some extra money, you can just go on DoorDash, I guess, and tell them that you're in the area and you want to work. I guess you tell them how much you're willing to drive, and if you're in the area, then you can actually start delivering food. Don't quote me on that. I'm not positive if that's actually how it works. That's just what my friends have told me. So I think it's a good way to make money if you're up for delivering food to people. And then the last thing I have is to make DIY crafts and sell them. I think when I'm looking on Etsy or Poshmark and I see something that's unique, I think it is more eye-appealing to people because it's not something that everyone could have in their home. So if you make a DIY tie-dye set that's so unique and is not similar to other things that you can see in the store, I think it will be more eye-appealing to people and they will be more likely to buy it. So maybe you do a DIY tie-dye set that is like one that nobody has ever seen before or is so limited that many people didn't see it, and you add a matching beanie and a matching scrunchie. I think it would be more eye-appealing to people and that they will be interested in buying it. This also goes for crafts, so if you want to make something that is really unique, I think that that would be a good thing that you could sell as well, and maybe make more than one of it because maybe it would do really good and more people will actually want to buy it. But with all that being said, that's about it for this video. If you guys liked it, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content from me, and let me know if you want a part 2. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!